Hello, hello, hello. It's Maya from Nextwork, and today we're kicking off the Build Interactive Lab, where we're building a mini Spotify with Cursor. Super excited to have all of you here. I'd love to know where you're all joining from, if you're in a position to speak. Join me on stage. Oh my goodness, I see Stephen. What up, what up, what up? So good to have you all here. I'm going to give you all an invitation to join me on stage. No pressure if you're not in a position to speak, but would love to have you here. Stephen, how's it going?
What's up? What's up? It's been a long time.
Good to have you here.
Yeah, how have you been? Oh,
Oh,
can't.
good. I've been doing really well. I've been going live in the community every day, and it's so exciting to meet everyone, and it's been great. I've missed you though. Where have you been?
Yeah, it's been a long time. Yeah, I'm planning on moving out of Tennessee. That's how come everything is like okay on pause. But yeah, that's the only reason why, because of movement to another state. So everything is on pause right now. Um, yeah, I
Beautiful
haven't even
time.
been able to tackle some projects. Uh, Yeah, but hopefully, starting from today or tomorrow, I should be back to business.
Nice. Do you have a
Yeah,
state in mind where you're moving to?
Texas, Austin, Texas. That's what I was thinking. Yeah, yeah, Texas.
That's
Um,
exciting.
yeah. Actually, I
Where,
also
like,
joined because Mm. I also joined today because I had some questions concerning job wise. Just needed a little advice from you. Um,
okay.
So I'm currently doing technical support, but I feel like I need to start something in the cloud apart from project. So even though the project will still be ongoing, but I feel like is there like some like cloud support, and what is your advice concerning that? Because you got to start from somewhere. If my goal is to be a solutions architect, you need to start from somewhere, and I need to have it
Yeah.
as an experience, a resume on my portfolio. So I was
Yeah.
thinking, is this not even a good time to start being in cloud support or some type of cloud something? Right, I'm dealing with Azure, Microsoft stuff, which my boss usually helps me on a day to day, managing stuff in terms of like group policies and all that, which that could be done with AWS as well, which I'm already done most of it. Looking at the project that I have, most of the group policies, making IAM account, and all that, like in terms of identity and access management, most of it done it in AWS, but I just feel like I need to start with something. What do you have to say on that?
Okay, so your question is, um, all right, like, okay,
Let
so
me
where do I start when I am trying to get a job in cloud? Is my understanding the question correct?
Yeah, let me join my computer so I can hear you better.
All right. Just wanted to say hi to everyone who's joined the event. Juju, hello, hello. Juju says Texas is beautiful, by the way, Stephen. We've got Hariology, we've got Daph, Harold, Krish, and Nemesis. Um, just checking, is everyone here ready to do the project? I am sharing my screen and I've got the project link here for you, and I'm going to put it in the chat. If you are joining along, let me know if you already have a Nextwork account. And if you do, please share your email address that you use to sign into your app. So you would have an email address. And let me know. Put it in the chat so that I can hold you accountable as well. And we're going to make sure that this project is done by the end of the day. So you can take, it takes about 2 hours to do this project. Stephen has already completed the project. And if you take less time, well and good. If you take more time, totally fine. Do it at your own time. And if you run into any errors or anything, I'm here if you need anything. All right, Stephen is back. And Stephen just asked a question about how to get started with a cloud role when the job market is so tough. And um, am I understanding the question correct, Stephen?
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like I need to just start the journey right now rather than taking project, and without having the hands-on experience or seeing how the environment actually is.
Okay. Are you applying to a lot of jobs?
Currently, not at the moment. Um, because
Um,
I'm even confused right now. I don't even know if I should start applying in Texas right now, or just still be here in Nashville.
okay. I think just apply, Stephen. Like, don't wait for anything. Just do it. Apply. Look for job descriptions that match what you were doing. Don't feel that there's a job that is too much for you that you won't be able to do. Just apply and then get an interview, and then figure out how to move forward. Um, I think sometimes we are our biggest limitation. So,
You're right.
yeah.
So in Texas or here?
Why are you moving?
Oh, so my dad is about to move home to Ghana, and I didn't want to continue paying the high mortgage, like 5K a month or so. I didn't want to start paying it myself. So I was thinking of, getting my own place since I'm the only one, because my brother too isn't going to New Jersey. I'm the only one, and I don't want to be paying that 5K, 5.4K a month.
Yeah.
So I was like, either I move to Nashville, if I should get a cloud roll here, or I move to Texas, Austin, Texas, because I've noticed that that's where like most of tech jobs are. Like, if I don't know, if you look it up, you see it like what state has the most like tech booming jobs. I think Seattle is one, but Texas is much more affordable. Let me put it that way.
I would say move once you get a job in case you get a job somewhere else. So apply, and then if you have to move, move. But
You mean
Stephen,
apply?
actually, why don't you put this
Hmm.
question out, ask anything, if that's okay with you, to get feedback
Nah,
from people in Texas
nah, nah.
and
Actually, I wanted to ask you privately, but since you're on the call, that's what.
yeah. Maybe join the call tomorrow. Connect with community. It's at 11 a.m. New Zealand time,
Mhm.
and we can chat about it there. But today we're going to focus on the project.
Okay.
I see that we've got yeah, and Stephen, please stay along because you've already done the project. You're probably great at fixing all the errors that's going to come your way. Or you can get started with the next project, the Cursor project. So
Yeah,
this
sure.
is
Is it
part of the AI Workspace series. There's three projects. One
oh,
is building a mini Spotify with Cursor, and then we've got
mhm.
building a app feature with Cloud Code, and then we're combining Cursor with Supabase MCP and building a database.
The Spotify with Cursor. Sean helped me with that on a Teams call. I think you were on a vacation or so. I think you went for a two
Yeah,
weeks vacation.
yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah, Sean was able to help. But yeah, I can be able to help as well.
Amazing. Cool. Bacchus, I see you here. How are you? Hariology, so good to see you.
I just got home, so I won't be doing now. I'll be doing this. It's Sunday night, so I'll be doing this tomorrow. So it's good to kind of get an idea
Yeah,
and
for
check it.
sure. For sure. Also, Bacchus, check out Maximus's video. It's a short one. It's not an entire demo, but you can just play along and check it out, like what this project is all about.
Learning how to use cuss.
It's only 28 minutes. Put it on double speed and just see what it's all about.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. Can somebody drop it in the chat so I could save it?
Yeah, I think the link is the project is already in there. And Bacchus, I think you would be happy to know that we've got two versions of the video demo now. We've got a step-by-step guidance video, which is like usually about 3 hours long, as you know. And now we've got a different, unique video for the some guidance track. And it's a lot shorter. So if you want to do the quicker version of the video demo, you can check that out.
Okay, great. Thanks. I will give that a gander.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Exciting. Okay. I would love for you guys to do me a favor and add your email address that you use to log into the app in the chat. It would help me know who's joining the session and who's part of the workshop and doing the project along with me. So it would be really, really helpful if you put it in the chat. If you're absolutely uncomfortable doing that, you can send me a DM, but it would mean a lot to me if if you're following along, if you could share the email address that you use to log in to the Nextwork app. All right, let's get started. I think I've got Hariology and Krish and Nemesis and Daph. I would love for you to tell us where you're joining from. And if you're in a position to introduce yourself and unmute, I'd love for you to share it on stage.
Hello, hello, hello. Can you hear me?
Oh, yes, I can hear you.
Hey, how are you doing?
I'm
Uh,
good. I'm good.
I'm here for the first time on Discord with Nextwell, and I mean I just had to just take a dive into what's happening here, and then like to learn to use cursor and um, to basically check out how this whole thing is. So yeah, I'm pretty excited to do that here, starting today. Um, yeah, very excited. Let's see how it goes.
Awesome, awesome. I'm so happy that you're here. Where are you joining from?
I'm joining from India right now.
Cool.
It's
It's
like six
early.
in the morning. I decided to wake up and try it out with you guys.
That's awesome. All right. So how
Also,
we're gonna do this?
I have a quick question. Like
Yeah.
whenever you're saying like post the email IDs in the chat, like are you talking about the general chit chat, or is there like a chat for the live?
Great. I'm so glad you asked. So on Discord, how do I show this? Because I don't think I'm logged in to the app. Am I from here? Let's see. So you can see my screen. I'm joining
Mhm.
Discord from my um hold on. Hold on.
Oh yeah.
Let me see. Can join from here. 1 second. Gosh, I don't know what my password is. 1 second, okay? What I'm trying to
Oh.
say is that there's a chat that's associated to the voice
Audio.
channel.
Hmm.
Do you see what I'm talking about? Are you using a phone or laptop?
I'm on the computer.
On the computer,
Oh wait.
uh, you should see on the top right corner, a little speech
Are you talking about the
bubble
inbox?
below that.
Below that. Oh, thank you.
You saw
Got
it?
it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Let me just
Sorry.
put it in the chat. Oh, how would I?
But this will be gone once the call is over, right?
It won't. It'll stay, but you can put it on there, and I will delete it as soon as you put it on there. Then we can
Oh,
secure everyone's
okay.
privacy if you would prefer. Great
Okay.
question.
Cool. No worries.
All right, I will give everyone a minute just to share. All right, Daph says, unfortunately, I can't right now. I'm in the campus. My teacher won't let me in the room. The project is set up. Great, and I'm very shy. Can't join the demo. I'm here only to watch. I don't have my laptop with me because of a neck injury. I don't carry my devices around. They can't sit long. Okay, cool. Hi, Batman. Good to have you here. We are just about to get started on the project. Are you joining along with us? I would love for you to share your email address if you're joining along so that I am aware of who's attending this session and who's doing the project on the Nextwork app. So I would love for you to add your email address, and for security reasons, if you're concerned, I will delete them as soon as I see it. Cool. Thank you. Good to have you here, Sachmilan. It's been a while. But maybe it's just been a weekend. All right, let's get started. If anybody has any questions anyway along the way, I'm just going to give you all access, give you an opportunity to speak. So join me on the stage. That way it is super easy for you to unmute and ask any questions if needed. For those of you who are just joining, we're about to start this project. The link to this project is in the chat. You can find the chat in very specific to the voice channel. Follow along with us, and if you are joining us in doing this project, please share your email address with me in the chat. I will protect your identity and delete it as soon as it's in the chat, or you can send me a DM if you prefer. And let's get started. So the idea of this session is that we all do the project together. We're all learning together. It is an AI project, so we're using an AI tool, an AI IDE, to take something that's already existing, which is a mini Spotify web app that is already on a Git repository. We're going to pull from it, make an edit, change a feature, and make it ours. And we're going to do this using AI. So you don't really need coding experience. The key is to know how to speak, how to communicate with an AI agent, and how to use an AI tool to build the things that you want. So this is great if you are a developer and you want to upskill a little bit and use AI to your advantage. All right, so let me know. You can go through this project at your own pace. Feel free to keep going if I'm still at step 1. If you are stuck somewhere, let me know. So the Nextwork projects, all of them have 3 tracks. The step-by-step guidance gives you very detailed steps and explanations for everything, and it's great if you want all the explanations and all the guidance that you can get. If you're a little more comfortable and you want a little more fast-paced instructions, I would recommend going with some guidance. And there is also a no guidance option, which basically gives you a very no frills, no drama steps into like to tell you exactly what you need to do in each step. For example, in step 1, download and install Cursor, clone the repository, and create a Cursor account. That's what you'll be doing in step 1. Other than that, there's no other instructions and no instructions on how to download, where to download from, how to clone, all of that stuff. So if you want those kinds of instructions, I do recommend one of the other 2 tracks. The thing about the no guidance track is you won't get a documentation at the end of the track. So if you are looking to showcase your skills and share your work with your professional community network on LinkedIn or X or your resume, then I do recommend going and selecting one of these routes. Who's doing no guidance? Anybody? Anybody confident enough to go with the some guidance? I personally am going to go with the step-by-step guidance. All right. Let me know in the chat where you're at and if you're ahead of me or not. So I'm going to start with step 0. In step 0, we're going to use Cursor, which is an IDE, and you can look at these underlines to understand what the tool is or what these services are when it's referenced. So if there's an underline, you just need to hover over it and you'll know exactly what it is. So Cursor is an AI-powered code editor, very similar to VS Code, but it's got a built-in AI feature. It can actually understand your entire project and support you in your code, in edits, in creating things just by using chat. And so that's what we'll be using. That's why we're using Cursor in this project. So we're going to enhance a mini Spotify-like web app called Nextsound. It's an in-house web app. It was built by Natasha. And we're going to take it and we're going to make it ours. And what Nextsound can do is we're going to actually enhance that existing app, Nextsound, so that we can browse trending tracks, discover new music, toggle themes, and start instantly with demo data and then connect it with Spotify API keys. And we'll be able to understand the code base, like what that code is when we pull from the repository. We'll build a new feature and we'll speed up the development using the commands and rules that you can configure. And we can boost the Cursor performance in the secret mission. So usually the secret mission is for pro users. If we get time, we will unlock that and do it together. Okay, so that was step 0. If you guys are ahead, let me know. Stephen asks, how is Natasha? Well, Natasha is going live tomorrow with a new project. Let me see. I'm digressing a little bit. Let me see if I can. Yep, here it is. It's the MCP and Data Engineering Challenge Day 1 with PostgreSQL. It's really good if you're into data science and data engineering. And these projects are a good prerequisite to get you familiar with that into the project that is going to get released tomorrow. So yeah, Natasha is great. All right, shall we do a quiz together? I might need your help doing this though. All right, first question. What is the primary function of the chat interface within Cursor? Is it A, to browse the internet for coding resources? B, to ask questions about the code, generate new code, and fix bugs using AI? C, to communicate with other developers working on the same project? Or D, to run terminal commands directly within the IDE? Put your answer in the chat or unmute and tell me. B, aka Batman says B, to ask questions about the code, generate new code, and fix bugs using AI. Okay, Dav says B, if I heard correctly. Okay, Steven says B. Okay, I think we have a winner. Let's go with B. Shall we check it? Yeah, we got it right. Good job, team. Good job. Nice work. Cursor's chat is designed for conversational coding assistance. All right, second question. What is the purpose of rules in Cursor and how do they function? A, rules are only applicable when using Cursor in agent mode. B, rules are used to define keyboard shortcuts within Cursor. C, rules are temporary settings that apply only to the current coding session. Or D, rules are permanent instructions that customize Cursor's behavior and enforce project standards automatically. All right, I'll tell you that this is a pre-quiz, like pre-project quiz. So you're not expected to know this, but I would love to know your guess. Okay, Bacchus says D, rules are permanent instructions that customize Cursor's behavior and enforce project standards automatically. Do I have any other answers? Any other guesses? I see some typing. Okay, Hariology says D. And Daph is very honest and says, I don't know. Okay, that is very fair. We haven't done the project. We aren't there yet. We don't have to know this answer, but we can guess. And I think we're going to go with D because that seems to be the majority. Oh, Chris says C. Exciting. Okay, now I did see 2 Ds and 1 C. So I'm gonna go with D unless Dav says something else. And okay, Dav is hopping off. I'm glad you joined. I hope you do the project and let us know how it goes. Okay, ready? I'm gonna do this. Oh, Batman says D too. All right, let's do it. D is correct. Rules act as guardrails to maintain consistency across the code base. But Krish, I have to say that's a really good guess to say that it's temporary, because it should be something that is changeable. So I get what you're saying, and we'll come back to this during the project and really make sure that it is in fact permanent and not temporary. All right, do we have another question to go with? What is the purpose of the command npm install? Great question. Does anybody know the answer? What is the purpose of the command npm install? Is it A, to create a new project using npm? B, to start the development server for the project? C, to update npm to the latest version? Or D, to download and install all the necessary project dependencies listed in package.json? D. Okay, I think everybody knows. All right, we've got D. All right, we're going with D. I think it was kind of easy to eliminate, to guess that one by process of elimination, right? Because you got npm install and you've got download and install. And so, yeah. npm install is to read the package.json file and install all the required packages. Amazing. Well done. Well done. I only know about npm transistors. Okay. I think that's more than I know. What is the primary function of an integrated development environment, IDE? Is it A, to browse the internet, B, to manage and organize files on a computer, C, to provide a platform for writing, testing, and debugging code in one application, or D, to create and edit text documents? What do we got? C, okay, to provide a platform for writing, testing, and debugging code. Cool. Ooh, let's see, says Hariology. Very smart, very smart. Anybody else? Okay, I'm gonna go with C. I think C is right. An IDE integrates tools for coding, testing, and debugging into a single application. Well done, team. Question 5. In Cursor, what is the key difference between Ask mode and Agent mode? Agent mode is agent mode is free, while Ask mode requires a paid subscription. B, Ask mode is used for planning features, while agent mode is used for debugging. C, agent mode can directly edit files and run commands, while Ask mode only provides suggestions. D, Ask mode provides more detailed explanations than agent mode. What do we do? A, B, C, or D? Chris says C. Hariology says C. And anybody else? Batman? Bacchus? All right. I see 2 C's. Unless Batman has something else to say. All right. C it is. Woohoo! Nice work. Agent mode has the ability to modify files, while Ask mode is limited to suggestions. Nice work. Last question. Oh, okay, Satchmelon, no worries. I hope you join back soon. Good luck on the assignment. What is the purpose of cloning a repository from GitHub? A, to share the project with other GitHub users. B, to update the project on GitHub with the latest changes. C, to permanently delete the project from GitHub. Or D, to create a local copy of the project on your computer for development. D. Anybody else? I think D sounds about right too. Because you are cloning a repository from GitHub, so you're creating it a local copy. Let's go with D. Yay! Guess what? We got 6 out of 6. Well done. Well done, team. Well done. All right. I just realized I skipped a task. So for those of you who are new to Nextwork, each step has at least one, if not more tasks. And when you complete the tasks, at the end, you get a documentation. And so it is in your best interest to do all the tasks so that you actually complete a project. So let's see, what are we doing in this project today? In this project, I will demonstrate how to use Cursor as a tool to add a new feature on an existing mini Spotify I'm doing this project to learn more about AI, vibe coding, and using AI as AI agent as a tool to build and debug. All right, done. Yay. Okay. So now we have the quiz. We've done that. Let's move on to step 1. All right. In this step, we're going to download and install Cursor, clone the repository, and create a Cursor account so we can use its AI features to build new features. All right. I just want to know, I have installed Cursor. Have any of you downloaded and installed Cursor? We can do it together. And we can go through all of it together. Bacchus says not yet. No worries, I got you. I got you. All right, so in this step, I'm going to download and install Cursor, clone the Nextsound repository from GitHub, and create a Cursor account. Okay. Again, you can add as much details as you want to each task or as little as you want. It's all up to you. Okay. If you already have Cursor, go ahead and select Cursor. Are you in a position to download Cursor now? Let me know. Okay, no, I can't. Okay, no worries. When you can, do download and install it. And if you run into any errors, let me know. I'm going to assume that Hariology, Krish, Anjay, good to see you. How are you? We're doing the project here. Let me know where you're joining from and if you need any help. If you all have Cursor, I have Cursor. I can wait or I can keep going, and you let me know when you want me to slow down. Okay, Krish has Cursor downloaded. Hariology, do you have Cursor downloaded? Feel free to unmute. Awesome. Look at you, rock stars. Okay. Aw, Andre, so good to have you here. Are you doing the project with us, or is it something that is already done and dusted for you? I would love for you to share your email address if you're doing the project along with us so that I know who's attending the session with me. Okay, so we have Cursor. I'm going to open my Cursor. Awesome. Let's now clone the mini Spotify app called Nextsound from GitHub. So we need to, in our tab, select clone repo. And we want this URL because this is where the project is located. So if you actually, if you click it, it gets copied, by the way, and then you can paste it. And if you go to this site, you will actually see all the files. And this is the application that is available on GitHub, and it's home built. So let's clone a repo and put the address in here. And I put enter. And I can select a place where I want it stored. And I think I already have it. So I'm going to create on top of it. Open. Awesome. I'm just going to double check. Oh, because now it's called Nextsound 1. Let's see. Let me delete both and try again. This is what happens when you do the project multiple times. Okay. Let me bear with me here. Okay. I'm going to create a new window. Okay, and I will clone from the repo again. And this is the link that I want to clone from. And we will save it in the desktop. Okay. Now when I save it, it's cloning. So it says clone, enter on your keyboard. Are you running into any errors? Let me know. Feel free to speak up if you are. And I'm just going to check the chat and make sure everyone is doing all right. So good to have you here, Andre, really. Bacchus is just like you. I think he'll be doing the project later. So let me know if you have any errors along the way. But really awesome that you're watching. Okay, so this is still... Oops, did I not try to clone the right one? Okay, here, cloning. And then saving it into desktop. And yeah, now that's better. Okay. All right. Is everyone with me or maybe even ahead of me, perhaps? Okay. All right, I've selected desktop as my app destination. When prompted, open the cloned repository and feel free to read and go through the project and take your time with all of this. Ask any questions that you might have with the built-in ask feature. All right, so I've opened the clone repository, which is what I have here. Oh, you know what? I just realized you aren't seeing my cursor window, are you? Let me see if I can fix that.
We are not.
Oh, well, I didn't know. Okay. Now can you see my cursor window? Yes.
Hmm.
Yes? Okay, good.
Yep.
All right. Okay. Am I going too fast or too slow? Where are we at? Are you with me?
So I have downloaded Cursor and then I was just trying to do that step anyway. So
Yep.
while there's an option to upload the screenshot of the cursor window, and I see that like I can upload it, but I cannot paste the image as a different way to do it. Like for example, I use my snipping tool and then I snip the screen and then I paste it. That's not an option. So by any chance, if you can add that feature later, that would be nice, so that I don't have to save the image.
Oh, and are you talking about a step, a task?
Um, yeah.
Where
Mhm.
exactly?
So like in the first step where we are like installing cursor, there's a question that asks like where you can upload this cursor window to like kind of show that like we're done with it.
Yeah, here.
Yep. No. No. Mm, further down. Yep. There you go. No, slightly above.
Here.
Yeah.
And you want to be able to copy paste it.
Yeah.
Okay. I see you. I hear you. So we copy this.
Yeah. So this is
And
what I did. I can paste it. I can paste
gotcha.
it.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Funny thing is, our ask feature allows you to paste it, but you can't.
Ooh.
Yeah, good shout. Thanks, Hariology.
Welcome.
Oh, look at that. Okay,
Mm.
great. Great feature request. Amazing. I'm going to take a note of that.
Mhm.
Let me actually write a note so that great, 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 great. Thank you. Awesome. Okay. Yeah, right now you have to drag and drop or click and upload. Yeah, I get
Yeah.
it. Cool. I am going to take a screenshot of my cursor window. And I suppose I don't have my welcome shot, so I will just take this one. And like you said, there's no way for me to put it in here. Okay. All right. Okay, so let me select return to later so that I can come back and do it. All right, are we on step 2? Do you have a cursor account?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. All right, I have a cursor account as well. I see that we have new folks joining along. Hello. Let me know where in the project you are, or if you're following along, or just watching. We're doing the cursor project, and we're all doing it together. We've just completed step 1, and now we're into step 2. Now that Next Sound is set up, it's time for the fun part. So we have Next Sound set up here. If I open cursor, it's right here. You can see all the files right there. I'm also going to make sure that I haven't skipped anything else. So let me go back. We did the quiz. We did all of this, installed all the files, signed up, and I happen to have a cursor account, so that's done as well. And yeah, you can even customize cursor to your needs by putting in different themes that you would like and select the AI settings you would like. So all the step-by-step instructions are in this track. We've cloned the repository. We've done all this. All right, and I think this is where we're at. Okay, so we have Next Sound right inside cursor, and we've opened it, and we are logged in. I am logged in. Okay. If I go to terminal, run, view, help. Yeah, I think, how do I know if I'm logged in or not? Okay, so there is maya@nextwork.org, and I have all my settings here. This is anything that I want to configure. All the instructions are in the project guide. Okay, so now let me go back to the guide. Okay, so we have copied the entire repo. And now we want to find out what this project is all about. We've copied a bunch of code, all these files, and I mean, the project says no coding required. So how are we supposed to understand all these files that are in here? And how do we even start? Like, what are we doing here, right? And so that's when you start using the Cursor AI feature and you want to understand, okay, and you want to talk to Cursor AI and say, hey, tell me what we're doing here. What is this web app? How are the files organized? How and what does this web app do? How does it work? Please be concise. So we have a little prompt that we've given you that you can use. Go into your right panel and you see a new chat and just paste it and hit enter. So let's see what the Cursor AI says. And just checking. Okay. Yeah. It really depends on whether you already have an account or not. And it might depend, like the order of the instructions might vary. But yeah, this is where we're at now. Stephen asks, when are you switching to Windows? I think it's the other way around,
Don't.
don't you?
Don't.
Don't?
Yeah. The only window you
Yeah.
should switch are the physical ones at home.
Are you a Mac user or Windows user?
Me? Mac
Yeah.
user.
And when Steven says, when are you switching to Windows? You're saying don't switch to Windows.
Yeah. Because, I tried. Won't do it again.
Okay. You switch from Mac to Windows and you won't do it again.
Yeah. I didn't switch. I decided. But I tried and then no.
So
Ubuntu is
you
slightly better.
switch from Windows to Mac and you will go back.
I mean, Linux is fine, but
Linux is
not to
fine,
Windows.
not Windows. Okay. Okay.
I mean, no offense, Steven. Like, we're just having fun.
All good, all good. We are very tech agnostic at Nextwork. Although,
I
although
want
I have
Krish's opinion. I want Krish's opinion on that.
oh, where's Krish? Is he still there?
I don't know.
No,
He
I
was
don't think
answering
he's
all the
there.
questions. He's good at that. Oh, he's not there?
No, I don't think he's
Okay.
there. Okay. All right, let's keep going. So, all right, we have entered this little prompt, right? And what Cursor just did is went through all the files and has actually explained, like, has answered my question. So it's reviewed the files and it's given me an answer that Nextwork is a music discovery app. It browses music, tracks, albums, and artists from Spotify's catalog, plays music. It has a built-in player with play, pause, shuffle, repeat, and volume control. It can search for music, and there's two modes. Demo mode, which works without API credentials, and live mode, which uses Spotify API via backend proxy for real-time data. Some of the features include a dark light theme, responsive design, lazy loading, and error boundaries. Built with React, TypeScript, Redux Toolkit, Tailwind CSS, and Framer Motion. So your answer might be a little different from mine because it is AI and it is generating an answer, but it wouldn't be far away from what I got as an answer. And it really does break down the structure of the files, telling you how things are organized and where you can find it. So this is an example of how you can actually use Cursor to understand code, to understand how things are organized, to understand where to find something that you are looking for. So suppose you are entering into a new team and the developers have already started building things and you're just joining in between. Instead of having to look for a lot of things, you could just use AI to quickly get a quick scan of the whole file base and understand what's happening. Okay. So
Okay,
this
so
is an example.
I need to interrupt. I'm sorry. So from this step on, I think I will need a little bit more time than like going with this session, because like I want to read through them and then like take it in steps, like those questions that I'm asking AI. At the same time, I want to ask like, is there a limit to the number of questions that I can ask in that, or like in this free chat?
Oh yeah, I think
In,
that's a great question. So with the free option, there is a limit. And if you, yeah, and we have noticed that depending on how much you ask, it
mm,
might, you might have to pay.
mm,
We try to limit the cost, so we, as in at Next Work, we design our projects so that our learners don't have to pay much outside.
mm,
So
mhm,
you shouldn't have to pay too much, but it really
mhm.
does depend on how you use it and how AI responds. So I cannot give you a
Yeah.
definite answer for that.
I get that. I get that. Maybe I have a feeling that I can use the ask feature on the learn.nextwork.org to
Yeah,
also
this
answer. Yeah. So I would use the most of my petty questions there, and then like the serious code editing stuff on this. That's what I feel that I should do.
exactly. That's a great question, Hariology. I think you nailed it when you said that if you want to understand what you're doing here, like why something is important, what the
Yeah,
NPM
all those
truth
questions
cell,
can be. Yeah.
all that I would suggest asking here. If you're trying to
Hmm.
understand the code, why are you, why is this organized this way? Or when you're trying to troubleshoot an error and you are
Yeah.
stuck with how it has coded and built something, and you want to ask the AI agent specific questions about the code and what it's doing, then you want to use the Cursor AI
Yeah.
ask.
Yeah.
But that's a
And that
really
way I can
great
save the
question.
number of questions that I can ask, and then I ensure that like I do that within the free limits.
Absolutely.
I mean, I'm sure it's worth subscribing to it, but at least to start with, probably we can um, use the free option.
Yeah, for sure. And um, I think you should be able to complete the project with the free option.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah. Great question. I think Stephen has completed the project, so I would love to know if he paid, if he had to pay. Stephen is typing. Maybe he's not in a position to unmute. Oh, I didn't pay anything. So there you go.
That's good.
Good to know. Amazing.
Cool.
Thanks for chipping in.
Again, the one more question, like
Yeah.
on VS Code, I can integrate my GPT subscription into it.
Yeah.
So I think I can do that with this as well, right? Or can I
Yeah.
not? Is there a plugin?
Yeah.
Is there a GPT
Yes,
plugin that I can add to
you
Cursor?
can. You can. And actually,
Okay,
that's
cool. That
part of
makes everything easier.
the next project for us is using um, your IDE with Claude Code. So this is Anthropic Claude.
Mhm.
Yeah, so you can.
Okay, that
This is
sounds
an
good.
introduction to person. All right, let's see. So, okay, based on Cursor's explanation, what does this web app do? And Harialji, let me know if I'm going too fast, because you did mention that it
No,
might
the
be
pa- the pa- the pace is perfectly fine for me. The only thing is like I generally would spend a little bit more time reading more about this rather than like only vibe coding, because like at the end of the day this helps better. So
Mm,
I want to seriously go through each step one by one, and then I'm generally like I take a little more time than usual. So I just want to take my time to do that properly. Yeah.
mm.
Also, like I might have to hop off soon, and then come back to the project later by myself, because like it's 7 here in the morning and I have to go to work. Yeah,
No worries.
yeah.
Thanks for joining.
So I'll thank you very much. I'll come back and then make sure that this project is done.
Yeah, amazing.
Yeah.
Awesome. Good to
And
have you.
whenever I feel like there is a feedback that I need to give, I'll make sure that I'll jot them down and then share with you.
Yes, actually, now that I can share my entire screen, I would like to share something with you, if that's all right.
Hmm.
Uh, can you see my screen? Yes, you can see my
Yep.
Discord, right?
Yeah.
If you check out in the Discord, there's something called feedback, and you can share your
Okay.
project requests and feature ideas in here.
Perfect.
Cool.
Perfect.
Thank you. I'm going to add your feature idea in here, and I'm going to tag you as well.
Okay. Cool.
All right. Thanks for joining.
Awesome. Thank you. See you guys later.
You. Okay, so the application is a music app designed to browse music, play audio, search music, and okay, I'm gonna put and search music. It has two modes. A demo mode and live mode. It also has dark and light themes, responsive design, lazy loading, and error boundaries. Okay, let's say I don't know what this means. So according to Cursor, the web app has responsive design, lazy loading, and error boundaries. I'm not sure I understand what that means. Can you explain? Okay, I'm testing it out. This is the Ask feature in the Nextwork app, and I'm testing to see, because I think Harialji brought up a really good point about like you don't want to ask so many questions to something that you might have to pay. So this is like free and built in the Nextwork app. So let me see if I can ask these questions. Not sure. Let's find out. Let's see what the question comes. Oh, I highlighted a wrong thing. Hold on. Yes, please explain those concepts to me. It's interesting. I didn't realize that I had highlighted it. Okay. So responsive design is when you're looking at a website and it automatically makes your website look good and function well depending on the screen size and your device. So instead of creating separate websites for each device, a responsive website adapts its layouts, images, and text to fit the available screen space. Nice. So that's the responsive design. That means I can open NextSound on my phone and it will still look nice. Lazy loading is a technique that is used to improve the performance of web pages. When you visit a website, typically all the content, images, videos, and scripts load at once. With lazy loading, only the content that is currently visible on the user screen or just about to be visible is loaded. Content further down the page is only loaded when the user scrolls to it, and the initial page load much faster as the browser doesn't have to download everything up front. So it's a good way of improving the performance of a web page. Okay. Error boundaries are a concept primarily used in React application, which is a popular JavaScript library for building user interfaces. They are React components that catch JavaScript errors anywhere in the child component tree, log those errors, and display a fallback UI instead of the component tree that crashed. Very cool. And if you have any more questions about each of these things, you can always ask and keep learning. And you can even ask the Ask feature to keep these notes for you. You can always add notes and ask for a personalized quiz for you based on the notes that you have and the questions you ask. Okay, so really, yeah, absolutely take advantage of learning. Just because it's using AI doesn't mean that you need to feel like you're dependent on AI. Use AI as a means of learning things that you would have taken a lot more longer to learn. All right, let's get NextSound running on our local machine and see it in action. It's time to bring this code to life. Okay, so to run our app locally, we're going to start the development server by running npm run dev. Okay, so let me go to cursor and open terminal, which is over here. And you can also just click on terminal and new terminal and you would see that. Okay, so now I have two terminals and I'm going to put npm run dev, okay, and enter. Oh no, it says command not found. It doesn't say npm not found, it says byte not found. Okay, yeah, okay, interesting. So why did this fail? I need to install. Okay, and this was in the quiz. We want to install all the latest packages and dependencies, and you would see that right here. This command reads package.json file and installs all the necessary project dependencies. Amazing. All right, we've added all the packages and audited 706 packages in 4 seconds. Now we should be able to run this command. Amazing, and it works. Yay. Okay, so now we did that. We've done that. Oh, there's a node modules that you can now check out. Look at that. Fancy. Amazing. All right. And you can always ask, okay, so what's the node modules folder? When you run npm install, npm creates a folder called node modules, nodes module, and downloads all the project's dependencies into it. The folder can get very large, which is why it's usually not included in the code you share on GitHub. Each developer runs npm install to create their own local copy of dependencies. Nice. All right, so now when the installation is complete, try running NextSound again with npm run dev, which I believe we did. Nice. Absolutely, Boina. I think you're right. There are other IDEs better and less cost. Which one are you thinking about? Which one do you have in mind? Okay, so, ooh, windsurf. Do you think it's beginner friendly? Let me know. This time it should start successfully, yes, and you'll see a local URL in the terminal output. Ooh, look at that. Yes, we do. So, what happens when you follow the link? Okay. I'm going to copy. I think if I click it, it will take me. Yeah. All right. I'm going to go to my browser here and I'm going to add this link. Da, 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 da. This is Next Sound that we downloaded from GitHub. How cool is that? How cool is that? And you can check out all the, all the latest hits in here. Check out the songs. And this is the two modes that, that we saw in the description. There's a dark and a light mode. Oh, very cool. And yeah, nice. Okay. All right. So now that we have our web app deployed and running, what do we want to do next? Okay. Let's see. So we see all of this. Great. So now you can, if you have more questions, you can always read about localhost and why that particular port is important. Some people use 8080, so knowing the difference between localhost 5173 and 8080 might be something that you might want to ask. All right, so then we did notice that there's different modes, and what does that mean? So no API mode means that it allows front-end developers to build the style, build and style the user interface without needing a live working backend, and it lets you focus on the look and feel of the app first. And why are none of the tracks playing? Because this is using mock data for display purposes. We haven't connected to the API, so we don't have anything to play. When we do integrate it with Spotify API in another project, then we'll be able to play it. So not in this project. Awesome. Okay, so now you want to add your screenshot. I'm going to come back to this later. I don't have any screenshots to install now, or do I? What if I do? Okay, let me just take a screenshot of this. And I will come back to it. Now, where are we? Okay. All right. Build. Okay, so now we're in step 3. Build a new feature with the cursor agent. Okay. In this step, get ready to plan a new feature with cursor's agent. Let cursor generate the necessary code and files. Troubleshoot and iterate on cursor's implementation. Provide feedback using screenshots to fix UI issues. Good to see you, Bacchus. I will catch you another time. All right, so how do I plan the new feature with cursor's agent? Okay, So in this step, I'm going to plan a new feature with Cursor's agent. And generate necessary code and files. I will also troubleshoot and iterate on Cursor's implementation and provide feedback using screenshots to fix UI issues. Cool. All right, let's plan the queue feature. Let's start by describing the feature to Cursor and letting it create a plan. Okay, so we're going to start a new chat to keep the context clean and select the agent mode pill to open a drop down of different modes. Okay, how do we do this? So this is a new chat, and then we're changing the agent mode to plan mode, right? Yep. Oh, ask mode. Okay. Okay, in ask mode, let's describe a new feature that lets users cue music in NextSound. So I will copy this. And what we're saying is plan a change with me. I'd like to add a cue feature on our music web app. The goal is to let users design, okay, I'm going to make this bigger, to let users design, to let users manage their upcoming songs in a dedicated area. Key requirements: add an add to queue button on each song tile. So that means when a user clicks the add to queue button, a panel should open from the right hand side of the screen and show the queue in a vertical list. 2, users should be able to add songs to this queue panel. 3, show the currently playing song prominently. 4, allow users to reorder or remove songs in the queue. 5, make it easily accessible but not intrusive to the main experience. It should feel natural and intuitive for managing what plays next. Please make sure to use only the packages and versions defined in package.json. Okay, so I've copied and pasted it. Let's see if it is done. Oh, it is done. Look at that. So this is the response that I got. So it's given a plan. It has addressed everything that I have asked it to, and it has an idea of how it's going to do it, what the states are, what the actions are, the methods that and the functions that it's going to create, and how it's going to integrate it. Everything is detailed. So you can always read it in detail, ask more questions, really try to understand before you're convinced and before you allow yourself to be convinced. And you can always use the AI agent as a buddy, as somebody that's working for you. Imagine that you are the project manager, you're the customer, and you are hiring somebody to do this for you. Ask all of those questions and make sure that you have all the clarity that you need before you say, yes, let's go for it. Hi, Batman. Good to have you back. We
Hello.
are now at step 2. Okay, so Cursor has created a detailed implementation plan, and I did read over it. I skimmed through it, And this is also a time to give Cursor some feedback. If it doesn't look right, I can tell Cursor to do that. If I am comfortable with it and I think it has done a good job with the planning, I can say, okay, let's go. So let's hit, let's go. Okay. So when before I hit let's go, I need to make sure that I am in agent mode and I say, let's go. Shall I? Ready?
Sure.
I was doing stuff.
I never used cursor before. So what? How actually we do it? Like we just give it instruction, it will make the code for us.
Yeah. So if you follow all the instructions in the project, we walk you through exactly what you need to do. And
All right.
we even highly recommend that you plan things out with the Cursor AI and
All right.
not ask it to do things immediately. Ask it, say exactly what you want to do. And once you say what you want to do, then ask it to plan with you, okay, here, this is what I want to see it. I want, these are my requirements. Now plan how you're going to do it with me. And it will propose a plan. And if it looks right to you, then you can say, okay, do it now. So now it's doing a lot of things. What tools have you used, Batman?
I only use ChatGPT and Claude. That's it.
Do you use Claude? Do you integrate Claude Code in your VS Code or Cursor?
No,
Oh, so you're
like
not
just on the
using
side.
the agentic
No,
mode.
I'm not using like any AI in the VS Code. Nothing.
Then you will really
I
like this
should. I
project.
should. What's that?
Then I think you will like this project.
Uh-huh. I should. I'm gonna try it.
Yeah, if nothing else, it just exposes you to a new way of using something that you already use, like ChatGPT and Claude. You're already using
Mhm.
AI to ask for errors or debugging or like, what's the code? I can't figure it out. What's the logic? What's missing? What's
Right.
the syntax error? Now you have an agentic feature.
Right. Just another question. Like, so like now we have these AI agents, right? Like, how
Mhm.
far can we use them? Like, let's say like, and let's say tomorrow I get an internship or something, right? And I have to use it. I have certain jobs. I'm gonna use these. How far I can go with them? Like, how much I can use them? Right? Or does it
So
depend on industry?
it depends. I would recommend that, if you are interested, if you're looking at it from a perspective of a developer, I would use the opportunity to understand what what the agent is doing here. So when it planned out things, for example, when it planned out how it was going to do this, it gave me exactly instructions like, I am going to create files. I'm going to create a file here. These are the states that I have to think about. These are the actions. These are the functions that I'm going to be calling. These are the variables. So you, from a computer science perspective, can look at this and kind of understand what it's going to do, right? And you can use that to your advantage and really question it. What are you going to put in each of these methods? How are you going to do it? What are you going to, whatever hesitations you might have about it, you can always ask and use the tool as a way of helping you do things a lot faster than you would. If you
Okay.
don't have any coding experience, if you don't have any programming experience, then you're kind of relying on it in a way that might be limited because you won't be able to really question or understand what it's doing, but it will give you
Right.
a prototype. And maybe for your role, that's what's needed. So, for example, a web designer or a web app designer who is mainly looking at the front end and not worrying so much about the back end might want to create a prototype for the team to see or showcase things, something for the customer. There might be a use case like that where they're not trying to build a completely working application, but something that works just enough to get the point, to meet a certain need. In which case, you can do so much with AI. So it really depends on what you're trying to achieve, and it depends on your background.
Okay. I was thinking
Great
like maybe because like if we overuse it, maybe gonna affect us. Like we won't be able to think logically if we just keep using it.
I think we're all early on with the AI level of comfort that we don't. I think it's true to say that we don't all just trust AI blindly. Even with
Right.
ChatGPT, as powerful as it is, we know it's hallucinating. We have to question: has it really given us a good answer, right?
Right.
So the idea is that AI has advantages, but you also know its disadvantages, that you don't want to be carried away and think that it gives you the end all final answer. So it's okay to question things and be a little critical and a little skeptical. Hey, did you really do it? Like, explain this to me. Convince me that you are right before I'm convinced. You can play that
Right.
role and use AI
Mm-hmm.
as, if you take that attitude, if you take that perspective, you can actually learn from it. So
That's what I use like for my algorithms to like teach me
yeah.
this. Yeah.
Oh, like
For
which
algorithm and
algorithms?
design,
Your what design?
algorithms and design of analysis and
Mm.
design of algorithms.
Oh my God, that was my favorite class in college.
I like it, but like sometimes if you just skip even a little bit of it, I'm like, oh, what's now? How do we go from this to this?
Yeah.
So that's when I
I
use AI then.
Yeah, that's cool. I didn't have AI when I was studying for that course, so I don't know how it might help.
Right.
But I imagine it would be so useful, like even visualizing things, visualizing and understanding the algorithm. For me, the challenge was always computing the efficiency, the O time.
Whole time, yes.
Yeah. Sometimes I'd
Uh,
get it right. Sometimes I'd be like, what? How did you do that? Yeah. But I'm so glad that AI must be making it easier to understand these concepts now.
right.
Oh my goodness, I'm looking at the chat and it's so exciting. So Steven says, sometimes I use Claude too. And Steven says, there are things you are explaining here that was not explained in the guide. What did I explain that was not in the guide, Steven? Tell me. Okay. Feel free to unmute anytime or add a message in the chat. I'd love to know what I said that was helpful. And maybe if it needs to be added to the guide, I can do that. So let me know. And Andre says, I told you that I'd do this later, but the project is so nice that I couldn't stop. I love it. Cursor is creating the new feature now. Ooh, okay. Me too. I think it's done for me too. Shall we go check? Andre, did you check? Hey, Andre, I'm going to give you an invitation to speak. So join me on the stage and feel free to decline it if you're not in a position to speak. Totally fine. Let's see. Hey, Andre. Oh, the example was the app flexibility. Which app flexibility? This app. Okay. All right. Okay, I'm gonna start again. Let's refresh, see if we have a new feature. We don't. Oh my God, I don't see anything. Oh no, look what AI has done, right? Oh dear. Ah, Steven, gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. The part about these things, the responsive design, the lazy loading, and the error boundaries. Yeah, for sure. Like use the ask feature, ask all the questions you want. I just asked questions and that's how I got the answer. So if you're thinking it and if you have a question, just ask. No worries, Andre. I am so excited that you will get it for the next time. I'm just excited that you're doing the project with me. But hey, did you get anything running? I got a blank screen. Oh no. But you know what? I think we already knew that might happen. Because check out this. You've got 3 options now. Ah, something is not working. I can't find the queue feature, or I want to fix a UI bug. So any of these three things might happen, which is totally fine. We got you, you know? Also, I see that I am kind of like skipping the tasks. So let me go back and do some of the tasks. Man, I keep hearing our learners saying that, they like to do the project and then come back and do the task. I think I get it. Because I'm also excited. Like I want to build this, I want to build this. But if I don't complete the tasks, I won't get the documentation. And then if I wait till the end, I might forget what I did. So let me really quickly answer these questions. I hope that's okay with you. Are you guys filling out the answers as we go along? What is your style? Do you do the project first and then fill out the task? Or do you fill out the task while you're doing the project? All right, so in this step, I'm going to use the cursor chat to understand Nextsound's structure. I'm going to install Nextsound's dependencies and run Nextsound locally. Awesome. Okay, what other task do I have to complete? Okay, this one, I did this and I'm going to do done. And then here is a image I have to upload. So let me see if I can drag and drop in here. Is it this one? Can I drag and drop in here? Did it work? Nope. Okay. I will have to do this later. Okay, so where are we now? What is this new feature you're building? What's in your prompt? To build a new feature, I prompted Cursor Agent to plan out the features I want. The key requirements in my prompt. What were the key requirements? Okay, these were my key requirements. The key requirements in my prompt were, and I'm going to just copy it. Okay, were to add to queue. Okay, that's one. to add, okay, I think that covers it, to show currently playing songs, to allow users to reorder or remove songs. To make it accessible but not intrusive to the main experience, and to only use the packages and versions defined in package JSON. Okay. All right, so after cursor finishes, let's check it out. And that's where we ran into an error. So the first version might not be perfect, which is totally fine. The key is that we're trying to learn how to use AI and how to create something that we want. How did it work out for you, Andre? How was the first version? Did you get a blank screen or did you get something that is working? Okay, so I'm going to go back and I'm going to select, something's not working. Worked like a charm for you? Oh my goodness, I would love to see how it turned out. Lucky, lucky guy. Your cursor AI gets you, man. You're connected. My cursor AI doesn't get me. You're so sweet. Thanks, Andre. I ran into an error though, so I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, what do I do? So web app showing a blank page? Yes, it is showing a blank page. Let's try Command Option J. Okay, Command Option J. Oh, so this is basically, if you right click and you see inspect, you can check the console and you understand what the errors are. So here it says the React module does not provide an export named FI vertical. Okay, so that means that now we have a error message and we can quickly fix it. So let me try if that works, shall we? I got an error. So now we're troubleshooting with Cursor. What do you have to say about this error, Mr. Cursor? Ooh, I see Nafafi and Daf. Hello, hello. Are you guys doing the project along with me? Let me know. Okay. It says fgrip vertical isn't available. Checking available icons and replacing it with an alternative. So I'm also going to try this and say, I ran into this error. What does it mean? Let's find out. That uncaught syntax error indicates your web application is trying to import something called fgrip vertical, but it's not there. So what does it suggest? The component name is misspelled in the import statement. It doesn't include this. There's a caching issue with your project dependencies. And it's suggesting options around it. Okay. Very kind, very good suggestions. Let's see what Cursor has to say about it. Oh, it's really searching. Let me check again just in case. Yeah. Okay, while it gives time, let me also go back. The other option is to kind of revert all the changes and just do it again. So, okay, so this is one example. Always ask, why is this error happening? How do I correctly fix it? How do I ensure that this doesn't happen again? What can I do to explain this better? All these are fine. Just use it to your, use it in any way you can. Use this ask feature and use the cursor as well. So it says, I got an error. Oh, no, that was me. It's searching quite a bit and it's trying to resolve it. So let's give it some time here. How was it for you, Stephen? Were you able to, did you run into any errors when you were doing this? And Nafafi, good to have you here. Where are you joining from? Oh, and that's where Sean came in. Aha. Was it this exact same error? A blank page. Okay, let's see. Where are we at now, cursor? I almost want to stop it and try again. Ah, so Sean had an AI used a different prompt. Got it. Ooh, Nafafi. Let's do the project together. I'm now at step 3. So did I run into any issues? Yeah, I ran into an error where I couldn't see the web app anymore. I'm currently still solving it, so hold on. Hold on, I don't have an answer for you. Okay, so it has replaced Phi Grip Vertical, which was not available, with Phi Menu, which is available and commonly used. And all right, so now it says the error should be resolved and the queue feature should work now. You ready? Shall we try it? It's running. It is running. Okay, how do we know if the web app queue feature is working? Do you see what I see? Do you see what I see? Look at this. This is exactly what we wanted. What? How awesome is this? And if you wanted to know what the error was, yeah, it's working, guys. All right. What did I do to fix it? Well, great question, Stephen. And yes, what up, Nafafi? This is how we greet folks in the call. If you think it's crazy, you actually should hear Stephen's voice when he says it. I don't think I or anybody else can really recreate it. But I'm gonna try it, okay? I beg all of you for your forgiveness if I make a complete disaster of this amazing greeting that Stephen has. That goes, what up, what up, what up? How'd I do? You should hear Stephen though. Oh my God. And he's got this amazing voice with so much depth that when he says it, you're like, wow, I feel like a celebrity, you know? He just makes you feel so recognized. I wish you could share your mic. Both of you, Andre and Steven. My voice is low-key hurting right now because I'm doing all the talking for all of us, but you guys are so sweet. So sweet, giving me a 10 and giving me an awesome. Okay. All right. So Stephen asked, how did I fix it? I fixed it by telling Cursor, hey, I got an error. And I'm just scrolling up. See, this is what I wrote. I said, Cursor, I got an error. And then I copy pasted the error. And I copy pasted the error using this instruction, which is basically looking at the interface. So here, let me show you. So if you run into an error, you have three options. How to troubleshoot. One, something isn't working, or I can't find the queue feature. That means you can see it, but it's not like what you wanted it to be. Or I want to fix a UI bug. So in my case, it was like, something isn't working because I couldn't see anything. And so I basically used an inspect to check out the browser console for errors. So if you right click something and you click inspect, you can usually see what's happening. And when I did that, I was able to see an error in the front end, which was what was the error? What was the error? Okay, this is all the fix, right? Wait a minute. Okay, here. So I said I got an error, and the error was uncaught syntax error. The requested module, and it was looking for a React icon underscore FI. And it said it does not provide an export. So it basically was looking for something called Phi grip vertical. I'm not sure what that is. And it wasn't there. And so I told Cursor that, hey, I couldn't find this. This is the error that I'm seeing. And so it went through all the files and it understood and said that the change that it made was it changed the import from Phi grip vertical to Phi menu. And it also told me that Phi menu is available and commonly used as a drag handle. And so that's why it made the change. Now, I had actually given an instruction in my requirement to use only the packages that are installed and included. Where was it in my list of things to do? Sorry, guys, I'm scrolling really quickly. Let me go into the project to show you what that was. So I had key requirements when I was planning out the feature with the Cursor agent. And one of the requirement was, let me search requirement. Yeah. So one of the requirement was please make sure to use only the packages and versions defined in package.json. But sometimes AI doesn't listen, as we kind of just talked about. It hallucinates, it makes up things. And that's the trickiest thing with AI. So if you are very familiar with the project and the code and understanding code, if I had been more careful, I might have caught that error would have happened by checking the plan that it had made. But I just wanted to also kind of let go and see where it took me. It doesn't here say anything specific about the Phi grip vertical, but perhaps I could have asked more questions about what you're going to do, at what step, what are you going to call. But in any case, what is important is that I also know how to troubleshoot errors with the AI agent when I'm building something with it. So long story short, I was able to resolve it. So I'm going to fill out this question. I ran into an issue where I couldn't see the web app anymore. I solved it by telling Cursor the error I encountered, which was, this was the error, uncaught syntax error. And I asked Cursor to fix it. And what did Cursor say? Cursor replaced this. Cursor replaced File Grip Vertical with File Menu, which is available and commonly used as a drag handle. So now I know I learned something new. I wonder if I can even ask, what is the difference? What is the difference between File Grip Vertical and File Menu? Always use opportunities for anything that you don't know as an opportunity to learn. So File Grip Vertical refers to a grip or handle icon. And File Menu is a common menu or hamburger icon. Oh, you know what the hamburger icon is? Oh, I don't see it here. Where's this one. That's the hamburger icon, because does it look like a hamburger, the 3 lines? Yeah, so I suppose this looks a little different. Let me see, actually. File Menu. Okay. React icon. So if I look at the image, I might see what the File Menu would look like, and oops, versus what is it? File Handle? No. File Grip Vertical. See, these are UIs. So good to know, right? Ask as many questions as you want. Try to understand, try to learn, use everything as an opportunity to get a little closer to understanding things. When you're using AI, sometimes things work out perfectly and sometimes it doesn't. And if it doesn't work out perfectly, it's just an opportunity to understand more. You can always ask Cursor for advice on how to prompt it better. How can I write a better prompt? We use that all the time. All right, so can I add tracks to the queue? Yes. Can I open the queue sidebar? Yes, I can close it. And I can open it. And cool. Yep. Very cool. All right, so now what? Let's take a screenshot of our working function, shall we? And if there's something else you want to see, something else you want to add, you can always do that. This is just an example of one way of using AI to build something that you want. Let's see. Oh, how do I add my screenshots to this? Oh, hello, Ninu. I see you. Good to have you here. Let me see if I can copy it. It does work. Cool. So let me go back to my task in review because those were the images that I couldn't enter. I'm actually using this tool called Raycast. And so it copies all my screenshots into the clipboard history. And like Hariology was saying, you can't copy paste, you can only drag. But luckily, because I have a clipboard history, I can drag it. I should tell him about this app, but yeah. What is this task? Oh, I have to mark it as done. Okay. Have I completed all the tasks? What about this one? I just have to mark it done. Okay, cool. Ooh, almost done. Oh my goodness. I'm at the last piece. Honestly, essentially at this point, I'm done with the project. But now you get to do a little more and set up a reusable command that gets Cursor to write documentation for you and define rules that customize Cursor's personality and enforce project standards. So in this step, I'm going to familiarize myself in how to be more efficient with Cursor by setting up reusable commands and defining rules that customize Cursor's personality and enforce project standards. Cool. Amazing. All right. So create reusable commands. I just want to say hi to Ninu, who has just joined. Ninu, are you doing the project along with us? Let us know. Okay, so create reusable commands. In Next Sounds root directory, create a new folder called cursor.ai. Okay, and in here, I create a new file called cursor.ai. Cool. And what do I want to put in cursor.ai? Oh, I'm going to create a subfolder. Oh, I should have created a folder. Just kidding. Sometimes I need to be more careful about reading instructions. I like to get ahead of myself sometimes, you know? So a folder inside a folder, and the second folder should be called commands, okay? Okay, cool. All right, what am I going to do in this? I am going to create custom reusable prompts that I can save and run with a simple / command. Awesome. So before we create the first command, here's what readme.md is and why we care. Oh, Steven, you're heading out? Okay. How do I say the goodbye version of what up, what up, what up? Is there a version for that? Because it can't be as high energy. It's like, aw, I'm gonna miss you kind of energy, you know? How do I communicate that? Okay, come back soon. Come back soon. Take care and drive safe or walk safe, or I don't know how you get home. I think you drive. Take care. Drive safe. Okay, so we have commands, cursor and commands. Okay, now I'm going to create a README file. And before we create the first command, here's what readme.md is. And here's why we care. Readme.md is the homepage of the repo. It's what they read in the GitHub. And it allows us to do feature change accurately. So let's create a reusable command that makes cursor draft updates for you and makes maintaining the repo fast. So let's start with the first command file, update docs. And it basically updates the README file when we create something new. So let's create a new file. Okay, and what is the name of the file? Update docs. Okay, did I copy that? New file, and yes, I did copy it. Okay, so now we have a new file. And I'm going to copy these instructions. What do these instructions say? You are a technical writer. Please update the README file and analyze the current state of the code base, identify all major features and functionalities, update the features section of the README file, ensure the how-to section is up to date, and check for any broken links or outdated firm. So basically, it is telling Cursor AI to not only create all these features, but also to update the documentation. So it's really working for us. So let me save this now and open a new chat in Cursor and type update docs. Okay, so let me create a new one and say update docs. Look at that. So now it's going through the files and trying to understand what features it made and what it's done, what is the new stuff it has created so that it can update the file. Pretty cool, isn't it? And then, oh, yeah, I could have also just hit the / and it would have showed up. This works too. All right, it updated the README file. Look at that. Fancy. Okay, so now that it's updating, there are other commands you can use. You can use add tests to write unit tests for select code. You can use refactor, deploy prep, and all these are good dev techniques, developers techniques to kind of make sure that you have a close to production ready product. And I think this is also great if you're a one-man show, if you're an entrepreneur and the developer and the UI tester and everything all in one. I think this is great. This is how you can really use AI agents to build a team of labor without really having to depend on people. All right, take a screenshot of your command setup. It should show the update docs file and the chat window running the updates command, shall we? I'm going to take all of it here. Oops. I think I want the updates doc field as well. Okay, I like it. And I go to my clipboard history and I put this in here. Okay, cool. Nice. All right, once your agent is done, you'll find that README file at the end of the tool is now updated. This makes update docs a super useful command to run after a feature change or any code update that needs to be documented. All right, so what is a command in Cursor and what is it used for? Let me see if this is useful, okay? I'm just testing out our product features here live. Look at that. I just got the answer to copy paste in here. Let me see. Be concise. Or here, this one. So cursor commands are how I can interact with the AI capabilities to accelerate my development process, get explanations, and troubleshoot issues within my project. In this case, I've used a command to update the README file so that every time there is an update in the code, the README file is also updated. Cool. And I think I'm going to copy this. Nice. I'm happy with that answer. Oh. Give an example of a repetitive task you could automate with a custom command. I could actually use the second part. So commands are useful for automating repetitive tasks. In this case, I've used a command to update the README file so that every time there is an update, the README file is also updated when I enter the update docs command. Cool. Nice. Let's enforce standards with rules. So in the same cursor folder, create a new subfolder called rules. Andre, how's it going? You're probably way ahead of me. I could be a little slow. So I've created a file named rules, and what do I want to put in the rules? Oh, I'm going to create a new folder called howdy.nc. So I think the rules is a folder. So I'm going to rename this one. I took this last stage to just watch you carefully. Okay. I want to create a folder named rules and put the file inside rules. Okay, move it. Cool. So now I have a folder within commands and a file named howdy.mc. Very cool. And what do I want to put in howdy.mc? I want to put this rule in here. Okay. Now, the rule basically says start every response with howdy. Okay. Let's try and see if this works, shall we? It says start every response with howdy. So are there any updates? Are there any updates made? Does it say howdy? You're so sweet, Andre. Andre says, I took this last stage just to watch you carefully, but I'm understanding everything you're doing so well. Great teacher. Thank you. It is so nice to have you here. Did Cursor say howdy to you? No. Okay, let me see if I can ask. So, and let me stop this and say something else. What else should I do? I just wanted to say howdy to me. Okay, does the project suggest something to say? Oh, did I select always apply? Yes, I did. Okay. It isn't answered yet. Oh no, it answered, but it doesn't say howdy. How do I ensure that it is always apply? So a button appears when you create a MDC file, a button appears at the top of the document in cursor. Let's see if it does that again. Okay, hold on. So, hello. How do I say, okay, let's say hola, hola.mdc, okay? Did it, oh yeah, there is an always apply, yes. Always apply, and yeah, so I did do that. Okay, but just in case, I'm going to try this again with here and see if that helps, okay? In case I did something wrong. So now instead of howdy.mdc, it says hola.mdc, but the rule is that it always says howdy, okay? Let me try it again and just say, let me say hello. It says hello. It's supposed to say howdy. Aw. Okay. Well. Okay, let me ask it. Why didn't you say howdy? It says I missed the rule that says to start every response with howdy. I don't always apply custom rule files automatically, but I'll follow it going forward. What would you like to work on next? Can we try that again? Yay, it says howdy. So I think now if I were to keep asking questions, it would say howdy to me. So yeah, you can use it as needed and create different rules based on that. But sometimes you have to be a little patient with it and teach it. What else? What else do we have to do? Oh, we can name the file. We can create a new file for colors so that we can create a UI that we want. So let's create in the rules folder a new file and call it colors.mdc. And I'm going to copy this and select all of it and paste. Okay. And it's an always apply kind of a rule. Yes. Cool. And I'm going to hit save. All right. So now I can take a screenshot of this. I see that I haven't saved it. That's okay. I'm going to save it right now. Okay. And now I'm going to upload my screenshot here. All right. So save colors.mdc. Now let's refresh the colors in Nextsound. Okay, so let's do this. You ready? It says howdy. Okay, cool. Oh, hello, Sean. Good to see you here. Hey, Sean, can you test a little something for me? You are a stage moderator, so can you see if you can join the stage without me inviting you to join the stage? Try right-clicking your on your picture. Try right-clicking, and on the top you will see an option that says invite or enter, join the stage. Let me know. But it's so good to see you. Hey, hello.
Hello, Maya,
Hi.
looking beautiful as always. I
Aw,
like the turquoise.
oh, you can tell? You know, it was so
Yeah,
cold. I was actually not wearing this, and then it got a little chilly, and then I took it off.
looking
But now,
marvelous.
aw, you're so sweet. Thank you. I'm doing the cursor project, and we have Batman who says hello to you, Sean, and we have Andre.
What's up, Batman? Andre? Nice to see you guys.
Sean
Yeah,
has
in the
been
short.
doing so many live sessions now that I think I'm behind on his sessions.
I don't know if my quality's good though. I've only done a couple. I've already I was looking over your shoulder and I've already picked up on some things. And I'm
Ooh,
regretting not being here earlier, but I was asleep. I was being a bum.
what did you pick up?
Just the like the styles file that you have. See, I don't incorporate that in my I just tell I'm not that organized. So I'm envious of that, of how you're doing that.
Yeah, but even the organization, you know, you can rely so much of it on the AI agent. You can, you know, tell the AI agent, hey, I propose a color scheme for me, you know, propose, you know, you can give it a template and then ask it to build on it or suggest something else. It's like using AI to help you create the prompt to talk to AI.
There you go. Yeah, I just like mid flow, I'm like, oh, give me a dark theme, you know, and stuff like that. I rather have it in a file where I can refer back to it. Okay, like what did I do, or what because it tells me what the AI is referencing. Where mine is not that organized, unfortunately. I'm gonna start incorporating that. That's cool.
Yeah, it is cool. It's cool. Like, that's the thing, right? Like, you have this tool, but the ways in which you can use it are so many that sometimes it helps to have someone do all that investigation and exploration for you and say, hey, this is how you can use it, and um, be very effective or efficient with it.
Yes,
Look at
absolutely.
that. Look at that.
That's
It can, yeah, it is changing the themes and the colors. Looking nice. It's got the paper background that Next Sound has. That, yeah, Nextwork Sound. Very cool. Andre says hi to you. He says hi, buddy. Welcome, buddy.
Hey, Andre. That's cool.
Ooh, this is a good
So you
tool.
guys,
Like good.
you,
Yeah,
you guys completed this already?
almost. We're towards the end. We're at step 4,
Oh,
and
nice.
I don't think I will have time to do the secret mission. So I'm going to wrap it up at step 4. But yeah, it's been great. We've had quite a bit of a turnout. For me, I think the highlight for me today was that Andre said that he's going to do this project later, but for whatever reason, said, you know what, I'm just going to do it now. And it's like so exciting. He actually finished the project before me, and now he's just watching.
That's cool. That is really cool. I saw one that I think Maximus did, and it was so
Yeah.
weird. It was like the gods were looking down on me because I was kind of stuck at that particular time, and I'm like, man, I really need to go back and go over the projects and when I was designing stuff, and then I saw a little YouTube the little short videos or whatever pop up of Maximus using the MCPs and stuff like that, and I was like, perfect, that's what I need right now. So it was a weird coincidence.
Nice. Yeah, Andre, we talked about you. I was telling Sean that the highlight of my project session today is that you started out saying, hey, I don't think I'm going to do this project now. I will do it later. And then in the middle of the project, you said, you know what? I'm just going to do it now. And I think you completed the project even before I did. So I think that's awesome. Oh, you're so sweet. And Batman has been quite quiet. I don't know how is it going for him. I know in between he had to head out, but then he came back, and I don't know if he's still doing the project with me. Suchmilan, are you there?
And all these projects are
Hello. Yeah,
they're
I'm
here.
watching a video on the side for my assignment too, because I have to do some comments on it. So I'm just watching
Oh,
you like do it on the side.
okay, okay. No worries, no worries. Yeah, that assignment
My bad.
should gets high priority.
It's
So,
due in like 10 minutes.
what's the project about? Oh my God, let me keep quiet. Do the project and then in 10 minutes come back, okay?
For sure.
Okay. All right. All right, I think we're almost done. So what is a rule in Cursor and what is it used for? I'm just wrapping up the project, but go ahead, Sean. You were saying something?
Oh, I was just what are camelettes? I've heard of them.
What are camelids?
Is that what Batman said he was working on?
I didn't catch that. He said he's doing a project that's due in 10 minutes.
Oh, okay. I misheard that. I heard something called camelettes. I was like, what are camelettes? I think I've heard or seen camelettes or something like that.
Oh,
I
no,
was
no, no.
hallucinating. I was like the AI hallucinating. Right?
All right.
Yeah.
Cursor rules are used to customize. Have you heard of this tool called Whisper AI?
Whisper.
Yeah.
No,
Oh my God. Once you
I
start
don't think
using it, you will never type again. Because now that's all I do. So it's a great tool if you're always like talking to AI and you want to tell it to do things. I use Whisper AI. I think a lot of us in the team uses Whisper AI to just talk because sometimes when you're talking to AI, it's like you're thinking out loud. And so, like, for example, I'm using Cursor AI and I can just say, Cursor rules are used to customize behavior and enforce specific standards within my project. And in this project, I created a rule that ensures consistent coding styles or automates checks for best practices. Boom.
what. I'm an atrocious typer. Oh, that's gonna save my life. It's called Whisper. It's a packet or something. Or how do I implement
It's a tool that you can download. Do you have Mac or Windows?
it? I have Windows.
Oh, it's available on Windows. Okay, just kidding. You're good. You can use it on Windows.
Your whole team uses Mac, right?
Yeah, I think all of us except Kahu.
Oh, really? See, so y'all are all Mackies. To me,
Yeah.
that's like left-handers. Left-handers versus right-handers.
We
They're
actually
still the
started off
same, but it's a little different. It's a little different.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I get that. I get that.
I had a MacBook for a while, and going back and forth, it was just I got proficient at it, but it just I just finally went back to Windows. I think I still have my
Yeah.
Mac machine somewhere. It's old. It's great for videos and it's real simple when you're dealing with videos and anything digital and stuff like that, and downloading
Yeah.
packets because it just happens. But it's definitely a little bit of a different language.
All right. I'm just filling out the last few tasks. Okay. When do you use always apply versus apply manually? So I would choose always apply for rules that I want to be enforced always automatically for all cases, and apply manually for select instances where I want to decide. The latter is great for one-off tasks. Okay, cool. Done. Sean, I don't know if you know this, but our new project is being released tomorrow.
Nice. Which one's that?
Postgres,
Oh,
yeah. SQL Docker MCP. Key concepts I learned include pulling from a Git repo, installing packages, updating or adding new features, troubleshooting with Cursor AI, and being more efficient with the rules and commands that can make the process faster. Okay, here you go. Cool. How long did this project take me? This project took me approximately 2 hours. The most challenging part was troubleshooting with AI. It was most rewarding to get through it and understand what I was doing all throughout using AI. Okay. Understanding and learning what I was doing all throughout the project using AI. Okay, cool. I did this project today because I wanted to learn with my community. This project met my goals by unleashing and unlocking how to use an AI agent to build features. Cool. And with that, I think I am done with the project. Oh no, it says I still have some more project tasks to complete. Is it here? Oh, I have some more to do here, don't I? I just have to hit done. And what about here? I have to hit done. Cool. Now, am I done with all the tasks? We have it. Okay, we have a quiz. Can we do this last quiz together? All right. What is the primary function of the chat interface within Cursor? Aw, Anjay. That's so cool. Does this need any plugin? No, we're good. I think everything that you saw me do is yeah, we did everything together, so no plugin necessary. Let's see. Okay, what is the primary function of the chat interface? See? See. All right. In Cursor, what is the key difference between ask mode and agent mode? A?
D? A?
Yeah, both look right, huh?
Yeah. Edits files, runs, provide suggestions. A. Directly edits it and runs commands. Ask. A is A.
Yeah, A is a better answer. Yeah. D is not false though. Okay. What is the purpose of command npm install?
B.
B?
Yeah, B.
Okay. And what is the purpose of rules in Cursor and how do they function?
D.
D? I'm also
I
just,
think.
I think D is correct, but I just want to also check if what this says.
Ooh, C might be right. But I think it's D.
Rules are permanent instructions. It's not temporary.
Yes, I think it's C. Well, I don't know. Yeah, rules are.
I think it's D.
Yeah.
They maintain consistency across the code base.
Oh yeah,
Cool. What is the purpose of? Andre says no question escapes Sean. He's the guy.
yeah. No, I would have missed the last one. I'm my worst enemy. I would have talked myself into C on the wrong one. Hang on, let's see what's this one. What is the purpose of calling your cross story for GitHub? To look cool.
Cool.
To look cool. So yeah, to share the project with other GitHub users, to update the project. These changes, that's right too, to change it local on your computer for deployment.
B.
The projects on GitHub with the latest changes is right also. Yeah. To create local copies. Yeah.
Okay.
B.
Let's go with B. Yay!
Yeah,
Andre
would
says
have
I
missed.
can read Sean's mind.
Can't
What is the
see.
primary function of an integrated development environment?
I'm writing, just debugging. B.
B.
B. Bravo.
Yeah, we got 6 on 6. Perfect scores, team. High five.
High five.
Nice. All right. So guess what? We just completed all the tasks, and now at the end of the project, we get to download the documentation. And I'm going to download it as a PDF. And let's check it out, shall we? Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun.
So can we clep these courses? I'm kidding. Right. Have you ever clept a course?
Collect course?
Yeah. Do you know what clepping is? Clepping a course.
No, like bunking a course?
So CLEP, I think it's an acronym for college level exam program or something like that. So like if
Where you get
you want to,
credit.
yeah, you basically take the midterm and the final.
Yeah.
It helps if like you've missed too many days or something like that, and they're going to drop you, and you're not going to get credit for it. But only
Yeah.
some classes are CLEP. You can CLEP them. You can actually sign up, pay the hourly, like you took the class normally, like
Yeah.
back when, and then you take the midterm and the final, and if you get a 70 or better, but I don't think they sign you a grade. That's the only problem. They just give you the credit for the class to apply to your major or whatever. So like when there's a lot of time, so it's like a joke, it's kind of like, hey, the ones that I know, and to kind of get credit and find out where I'm at, I kind of clep some of these projects. Take the final quiz and go to the other ones. It's just a joke, though. They all have valuable. You can learn from each one, so you don't want to clep them.
You're right. I vaguely remember that term from my high school to college days.
Yeah.
Big shout out to Andre for joining this session. I think he was there from start to finish. He joined from YouTube and then said, I'm not going to do this project now, and then did the project, and he was there all throughout. Andre, I can't wait for you to share your documentation in the celebrations channel. Please do. I would love to see it when you're done with the documentation. Let me put the channel right there. Please put it in there. I'm gonna put my documentation in there too. And I can't wait. I can't wait for the next project. We're doing one more project not tomorrow, but on my Wednesday, which happens to be Tuesday in some parts of the world. Let me put the event out here. This is the event. And Sean, I really hope that I will see you there. And Andre, you too. Batman, I hope that you are done with all your assignments and you'll be able to join. And with Andre, I hope
Hello, I'm
Mike is
back.
Yeah, big shout out to Andre because I think he has to drop out in a bit. Andre, I hope I see you in the next session. And I hope that you have a mic working. Yay! So excited, so happy that you're here. And Batman, are you done with your assignment?
Yes, I'm done. Almost made it.
Nice.
It was due at 10.
Well done.
I was done at 9:59.
Well done. Amazing. So yeah, it's even though it kind of took us, yeah, it took us about 2 hours to finish the project. I think you can easily get it done. But if you want to learn and ask questions, it might take a little longer. But I had so much fun
Mhm.
doing it with you guys.
I was
I
watching you
hope
guys
that
along with him. You had some errors and stuff, and I was like, yeah,
yeah,
that's pretty cool.
I
The,
hope
the
that
way you solve it.
yeah, nice. I hope that when you guys finish the project, I see Krish on the call as well. When you guys are done with the project, put it in celebrations and we can all cheer and root for you. But yeah, that's all from me. And I will be doing a Connect with Community session tomorrow. And then day after tomorrow, we will be doing the next project. And this time we're using Claude Code, which is a little more powerful, I would say. Any other questions, comments, thoughts, suggestions? Yeah, Batman, we need you. We need you to protect us. So I hope you show up. Yeah, good to have you all here.
Nice work, Maya. Awesome
Thanks
as
so much.
always.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. If there's nothing else, we can wrap it up. If you have any questions, any errors or issues that you're running into and you need help, please let me know. Put a question in the Ask Anything channel and I will definitely respond. I hope to see your final documentations on the project in celebrations. And when you do, please tag me. Other than that, I hope you have a great rest of the day. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you are. Ta-ta.
Bye.
Bye.